And I am joined on this lovely Friday by my co-host Sanjay.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, welcome to my home.
Hello. So we've got an extra special guest as well.
Yeah, we have my pal Jake babysitting. He is good at Netrunner. He's been to one tournament, and I think he won a game with both his decks, at least. It's pretty good. More than I can say about my first tournament. Yeah, he's playing Pokemon right now. He's trying to catch a Regirock. Registeel.
I've got to outsource the Pokemon to somebody because they have the single player section that you have to play through before you can do any of the competitive team stuff.
Oh, I'll do that for you. I love that stuff.
All I want is to get to the point where I can build a competitive team. I don't want to spend the 20 hours beating the single player.
Wow, I didn't know there were Pokemon tryhards. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want the story. I want to build a team.
Yeah, seriously, you should check out. I think what is it, Smogon? And I think they have some you can play without playing without having a DS and just play online and just get in the competitive metagame. I don't know much about it, but that's the thing you can do. Because there are people like you who don't want to do that and just want to. Hey, we're playing a Scorpios deck against Freedom Kamalo. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we're playing an ID where we get to remove one card that they trash every turn.
And we're playing a card called Housekeeping.
Yeah, we're playing a card called Housekeeping, which says to install a card, you have to discard a card.
Trash a card. Trash a card.
Yeah, you have to trash a card. That's important. And so then we just get rid of their nice stuff. So Housekeeping is their choice. It's not as brutal as Hacktivist. So
it's still not great.
Yeah, yeah. What did we install? Rashida? Oh, that card's great.
Housekeeping was one of the original cards that when Scorpios was spoiled, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I was like, install a thing, remove one thing from the game. Oh, MK Ultra.
Ooh, interesting.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's not as synergistic as it could be. Otherwise, I really like that play if we were not Scorpios. But we are.
Oh, we are Scorpios.
I think I like the Rashida install. It certainly is a lot less exciting that we have no ice. I think it still makes sense to put it down. But, you know, those turns where you just put a Rashida down behind an Enigma or something like that are just a delight.
Nope,
hey, they made some money.
So hopefully on this Rashida we can get a punitive or two.
Yeah. Oh, are we on? Wow, we're on everything.
Yeah. Here. Let me go ahead and.
Yeah. Let's look at the deck. Oh, this one. Yeah. 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 That one's cool.
We did not get a punitive, so
yeah,
let's draw.
Got some more. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
All right. So that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
We got to start building up a remote of some kind. Let's get rid of Corporate Town. No, this is tough.
Yeah. Do we care about the Archer more or the Corporate Town?
I think we have more. We'll get rid of both of them for now.
Nice.
Because we're not even remotely set up.
That's the only place we're set up. Right now, Jake has sent in a shiny Beedrill to just, I think, get knocked out by this Registeel, so then he can switch into Pokemon he really wants.
Have you ever seen the meme that was going around Twitter for a while when Sun and Moon came out, where it was the alternate names for all the Pokemon, and they were all very, very inappropriate?
I did not.
Okay, so there's the punitive that we
right
needed.
that time.
Yeah. So let's draw once. Let's hedge fund, and then let's get some ice on HQ.
Envelope. Cool. I haven't played that ice much.
Can you hear them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear him here.
Can you hear like, the people against you?
No, I cannot. So how does Tithonium match up against Yusuf? You need 5 counters? That's a lot of counters.
Yeah. Baldur's here. Just chill. I gotcha. You're not gonna fall.
It's nice with Punitive Counter-Strike and Scorpios, because then if you Punitive Counter-Strike and trash the runner, you get to remove them from the game.
Yeah. I did do a value punitive in a game last night, and I was like, oh look, there was a breaker in there.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's like a brute force hatchet job.
Yeah, it's the nerf hatchet job.
Yeah. Oh, rude. Alright, thankfully we don't have the cleaner, so we don't have to look up whether punitive we can actually punitive them for one. I don't think we can.
Alright, let's put that on R&D, then Ippo.
Nice. So, that's a City Works in our hand?
Yeah. We can start rolling that probably soon.
Yeah.
Because if they take it, the one punitive will kill them.
Right. Especially now that all our servers are nice and secure.
More or less.
Yeah, secure-ish. The funny thing about the envelope is that it means that if they access the punitive Counter-Strike, they'll actually have just enough. Well, 1 is not still a damage. 0 is not still a damage. You can't, for example, replace 0 brain damage with, or you can't replace 0 net damage with brain damage with, what's-her-face.
Yeah.
Are
you talking about Tori Hanzo?
Yeah. Like if you have Tori Hanzo and 0 Mew,
let's do that.
You Cortex lock somebody, you can't replace it with damage. Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, I don't think it works, but you know, worth figuring out. Yeah, the fun thing about this is that they could come into HQ and trash the punitive. They could come into our remote and steal the City Works, but they can't. They don't have enough virus tokens to do both. I don't think.
They don't even have enough virus tokens to get in here completely.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's pretty good. Yeah, they can keep the Yusuf from being trashed, or they can come in.
Of course you can Femcombine.
Yeah, we're on 0 points, so they can let us have it. It's not a big deal.
Okay, well, like...
Wait. Well, ask them what they want to do.
He jacked out.
Okay, well, what are they doing with the routines? Is our opponent kind of new, maybe? That's unfortunate.
It doesn't have what?
Um. I guess they're new to the game. They don't know this. That's unfortunate for us. Nice. Um. Well, we taught somebody something today. This is a good lesson. We weren't able to resolve the standoff cleaners thing, but at least we taught our opponent that. All right, so so they can break. An interesting thing, they have enough virus tokens to either break the 2 Trasher programs or one of the Trasher programs, which doesn't do anything, and the Trasher resource. So they have to choose. Now, I suppose the neat thing about saving their resources is that they also get to take. They also get to take our agenda, but they don't know that we have a punitive counter-strike in hand, which I guess they can survive. They'll take 4 meat damage, and if they draw, they'll be okay.
I'm always excited to see new people playing the game. It's very cool.
Yeah.
But just a little like etiquette thing. If you're a new player, we're so happy to have you on JNet or in person or wherever. But please try to let people know at the beginnings of games.
Yeah, it
feels bad to like get gotcha with somebody who's new.
Yeah.
Because then it just completely kind of changes the dynamic of the game if halfway through you find out that somebody isn't familiar with the card pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so we trash a resource and end the run?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because I think, this player seems like they're pretty new, so, if we beat them, we're not going to be like, look, we crushed them, we're great. We're just going to think, oh, yeah, I mean, that happens. I think actually one thing that's tough with Netrunner is that it's your both skill and familiarity with the game really help you do well. And so oftentimes if you're newer, it can be really hard to go up against somebody who is less new. And that can be fun and exciting because it's a real challenge for some people, and it can be frustrating because you don't know when you're going to get good.
Especially a deck like this, where card familiarity is what keeps you safe against Scorpion or Scorpios. Like knowing what I'm about is what keeps you from losing.
Yeah. Oh, look up how to get Regigigas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I really wish that I had gotten more into Pokemans when I was younger. I played Red back in the day, but then I haven't played anyone since, and I want to play the game, but again, I just don't want to.
Oh, sure. I didn't play Pokemon until I was an adult because I didn't have a game system when I was a kid, and I really took to it. I loved it.
The mans?
Yeah. In my freshman year of college, My there's this resident fellow who like did community involvement stuff on the floor, and he had a trivia game, and I won, and he wanted to have a prize for it, but he couldn't think of one, and he was getting a new DS, I think, and so he didn't need his old Game Boy, and so he gave it to me, and I played Pokemon Yellow, and I was so happy. I picked Pokemon Yellow because that's the one that has Team Rocket in it, just like the TV show.
Team Rocket's great.
Yeah,
Did I ever tell you about when my brother and I used to play Team Fortress together, the Team Fortress 1 and 2?
No, that's the one with the engineer guy, right?
Yeah.
And the guy who has a big gun.
Yeah, but that's most video games.
Yeah, but he's like, I love my gun. It's very good. Look at it.
Heavy weapons guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody is just named after what their job is.
Yeah. Jake, did you ever play Team Fortress? Nice.
But anyway, in Team Fortress, my brother and I were quite good at the original Half-Life mod, Team Fortress.
Right.
And when we would cap the flag, we had our little tag was TR, and we had the recording of the Team Rocket intro that we would play over the voice chat whenever we capped the flag.
We should talk to our opponent. They are trying to host something on Tithonium, and Tithonium will not let them. Because this is a rare immunity for. It hasn't come up very often since Parasite rotated, but. That's a pretty rare thing to come up now that Parasite is rotated. You know, not a lot of people like, you know, hosting an egrid on there, or, you know,
I can't do it till tomorrow.
What's that?
I can't do it till tomorrow. As the article says, I have to do it. I can't do it unless it's the day after.
Update for Jake: you cannot catch Regigigas because you're not able to catch Regigigas until the day after you catch the other three. I don't know why he's trying so hard. Regigigas is boring.
I should get my my 3DS back out and play Sun and Moon.
They're just big rocks. Who cares?
Regigigas looks pretty cool compared to the other three.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, Jake will be right back. I'm sorry I wasn't able to rig anything up to get Jake to participate more in the stream, because I think he actually has some fun insights into the game. Ooh, what did we install on the server?
Rashida.
Ooh, good.
Before we try to advance out this SSL, I'd really like to have a second punitive in hand.
Yeah. Is that a flare? Oh, still my heart.
Oh, yeah, right? I saw this deck list online. I'm like, is that a flare? Well, we gotta test this. Like,
yeah.
I don't make the rules of the channel.
How do you think that I could be incorporated more in this case?
Oh, we could get you a mic. We could talk to you. We could ask you your opinions on the plays we're making. Ooh, David.
I would want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that sometime.
Yeah, I need to get the mic in here.
Nice. Hey, you earned it.
Yeah. Well, trashing this Rashida is good for them. I think you can even do it for 0 credits. So this is a little bit of an old comment. Pokemon emulators are legal for speedruns? How is that possible? I guess there have to be certain restrictions on them. Because I know you can, like, speed up stuff. And...
Let's put this psychic field in there.
Oh, shall we? Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, I should break my 3DS back out and try to steam through the single player.
I mean,
actually, what it really comes down to is not even that I have like some issue with the single player. It's that I don't want to be on rails. Like, the coolest parts for me have always been like watching people over their shoulders in the late game, traveling wherever, trying to find different things, and like having complete control over what you're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas the story, since they want to make sure that it's accessible to the primary demographic of younger people, it's a very linear. As long as you're paying attention, you're gonna win the gym battles until the end kind of game.
Well, I think it's... Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It feels like I'm punching a card to be able to play the game that I actually want to play. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, I think you need to self-handicap yourself more in the early game. You just be like, I think that I'm gonna get this.
I'm gonna play the whole game with Beedrill. Like...
Yeah, exactly. Because if you just pick the cutest Pokemon to be on your team, and irrespective of how good they are, you can make the game hard enough for you and make it a challenge. Because you'll be like, okay, I want my team to be all side-ups, and then everything's going fine, and then you go up against the Lightning Gym, and you're like, all right, we got to really hunker down here to make this work.
Lemon Brick, that's not true. That's why I played Darkest Dungeon. Grinding games are alive and well. They're just indie games for niche audiences.
Oh yeah, you could try the Nuzlocke challenge.
What?
Do you know the Nuzlocke challenge?
No,
It's this challenge where you are only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you encounter in a region. And if a Pokemon faints, you have to remove it from your party forever. I think there might be some extra rules besides that, but
that seems pretty crazy.
The game I'm playing is Pokemon X that I got from a friend, but I also have.
Ooh.
So I could do it on this one.
Oh, a Nuzlocke? I think it's better to do Nuzlocke on. Well, you usually do it on an emulator, so you're not as sad when it fails.
What's an emulator?
An emulator is a software that you use to
steal software
to play games without actually having them. It is of definite illegality to questionable illegality, depending on what game.
Yeah, I mean when people emulate like the old.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Oh, just emulators. It's a kind of software.
Yeah. When people emulate the like rare Final Fantasy imports from like the 80s that are impossible to find now, it's a lot less questionable.
And the only way to get a Dragonite is to put in the event, which I missed, because the event ended. So I actually have.
Oh, that's another thing I never got into. Final Fantasy. I've heard good things. I did play Kingdom Hearts, which is, I think, the same.
Ooh. Ooh. You're dead to me, Sanjay.
What? The Sephiroth is in it?
Yeah. Ooh. Only because Disney property. Only because Disney is the Borg of intellectual property.
Sephiroth is a Disney princess.
I would say Kafka is more of a...
Is Kafka in the game?
Kefka.
Kefka?
The evil clown from Final Fantasy VI.
I have some Kafka right here.
You know, Kafka is always such an interesting figure for me. Because Kafka wanted all of his works destroyed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, if you read about his life, he put it specific... Like, he was not published at all, except for some very tame short stories during his life. The vast majority of his horror works, he said specifically in his last will and testament that he wanted them all burned and destroyed and wanted no one to read them.
Sounds like something he should have done while he was alive if he wanted it done right.
Yeah, and so...
Call out to Kafka. Stop with this weak sauce, destroy all my works after I'm dead. Destroy your works while you're alive. If you want them destroyed. If you can't handle a world without your works, then why should we? Call out, post. that being said, Call of Watchmen messed up. That's some screwed up stuff. That book shouldn't be out. Are we gonna purge? I suppose we could.
What I'd like to do is replace Envelope with Flare. Yeah, I guess we could purge. We've got the SSL and the yeah, let's just purge. Oh man, this game is taking much longer than I would have liked.
Yeah. Look up what?
Do you mind looking up how to get Montreux's stuff so you
Okay, hang on.
X and Y.
But yeah, I should yeah.
Well, we can I think we finally drew like what we need to sort of speed up the clock.
What's that?
Oh, agendas and punitives.
James, 6 is very good. 7 is above average once you take away that it was like the first Final Fantasy for like an entire generation of modern gamers. Squaresoft's best game that got almost no fanfare because it was released at the same time as Final Fantasy VII is a game called Xenogears. Probably one of the best RPGs that they've ever made, where they went the route of Evangelion and ran out of money towards the end of production. But even with that, the game is really solid, one of the best combat engines in a Squaresoft game ever.
What's the one with the opera?
The opera?
Yeah, you have to like perform in a musical or something.
A lot of them?
Really?
There's like a performance element to like there's like a joke performance where you have to like try to like fake your way through like some sort of performance in most of the games. I think the one specifically that you're thinking of is in Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay. What's the one with the Keyblade?
You mean Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, that one's really good. I think that's my favorite.
I'm gonna come to your house. You live like 100 yards from me.
Who's that Kingdom Hearts? I messed up the goof. Who's that Final Fantasy character that says Gorsh?
Ugh, the worst. The worst.
Is that Sephiroth?
That's the worst. You're the worst.
Or are we gonna store an SSL? That'll help us have more money.
The worst. Do you hear me over there?
Yeah, they've actually econed up a little bit, so we might have a little bit of trouble double scorching on that kind of thing.
Well, we're gonna put this urban renewal down.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna put the urban renewal down and replace the envelope with. That's a good question. We could stream physically every once in a while. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I would just have to set up both webcams.
Yeah.
Then we can both be on the green screen.
Yeah. Ooh. Actually, I'm on a green screen. I just edited in my dark.
You edited in the exact thing that's already behind you?
Yep.
That's very meta.
I know. Oh, it's fine. The mute is just a little weird. They can fix it. I think one thing that's unfortunate is that, I think something that would be nice is that, especially when you're doing live streams, like, kind of a shame if somebody who's, like, newer and slower comes on the stream. But, like, if you're newer, you don't know that. So it's sort of like a unavoidable... Oh, they can get in.
No, they can't.
Why not?
They can't break barrier subroutines.
Yes, they can. They're abusive.
They don't have... Oh, yeah, but they have to pull counters.
Yeah, they can do this. I think they should. I think sitting back and not... Oh, okay. That's fine. They can have the turning wheel counter. Who cares?
I kind of do, but
all right, it's a gift. Oh, also this is great because they're going to use all their money.
Yeah.
Because if they just spend all their money instead of, then we can double punitive them.
All right, we're just gonna go for City Works with the amount of money that they have.
Yeah, I like it because they do have the Liberated ready to go. So, but I think they're gonna have trouble getting the City Works and moneying up and.
Well, we only have right. We're only gonna have to land one.
Right.
That's the difference. Is we're only gonna have to land one.
Right. Yeah, if they money up.
And they also currently cannot break Tithonium.
Right, true. I suppose they can come jam into HQ.
Oh, let's get rid of that Chapano, by the way.
Yeah, why not?
Bye.
So probably they're... uh-oh.
So funny.
Trouble. So their best bet here is to... Oh, they didn't even find the punitive. That's a shame.
I like how I have you on my show.
Uh-huh.
And you root for the people that we are playing against.
I'm not rooting for them. I mean, this is going to be disastrous if they come in and get this. They will die.
Yeah, they are 1,000% dead.
Yeah.
So, you're going to use Maxwell James? Yep.
Nice.
That is a solid play from a new player with with the imperfect knowledge that they have.
All right, they should use this last click to draw.
No, they shouldn't. They should just run cards. HQ and try to win. Like,
so what
that's
they
the
need
play.
to do with this click, they need to draw 3 cards and gain about
$1 million.
Yeah. Are there any? And they have 0 cards in hand. So are there any basic click actions that do that for them? I don't think so. I think we've got it. Well, actually, the thing they can do... Well, they can't even run R&D. This is great. Because they only have 2 credits. So they don't know we have double punitive. So they don't know that this is the last click of their life. Yeah. Alright. Boom, shakalaka.
Good game. Thanks for the game.
Yeah, I think they actually, for being newish, I think they played pretty well. So good on them. So who made this deck that we're playing?
I don't know.
Let's see. Gonna give them the shout out. Let's see. Oh, lunch money. That's interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
The envelope include is really interesting. I feel like that's sort of something you do to explore new ice, which is a great thing to do.
What do I tell this guy? He's like, can we play again?
Not at the moment. That's actually, if you're new, a really good way to get good, I think. To play somebody multiple times, because then they can sort of give you focused feedback. I think one thing that is very good for getting good is asking your opponents if they have any insights into how you could do better. Actually, I had a really fun time on Jinteki recently where I was playing core set only, and I was playing against somebody, and I was just crushing them every game, and I gave them the specific feedback to when they install Magnum Opus to get some more money, so that not just live at 2 or 3 credits, so that I can just always have a safe scoring window. And they did what I said, and they crushed me. So that felt good. It was pretty much win-win for me there. I really like core set only. It's a neat format.
I agree.
Also, you have the old thing where you don't always have something to spend 15 influence on, so you just put some snares in your deck.
Yeah, core set days were wild days.
Yeah.
I should go. I think I'm gonna dig out my 3DS. Go play some Pokemon Sun. What do you think? Oh, this is
a wild
good.
hand.
You're playing me now.
Yeah.
All right. Boom, boom. And then Bucko.
Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay.
Oh yeah, let's get rid of that DDoS. Bye-bye.
Oh sure, yeah. We just employee striked ourselves for this turn. I do that too. The thing got a comment that says my issue is that I tell my opponents that what they should be doing during the game when I really should wait till the end. I do that too. It's a gift and a curse. I like it. I think they should trash the same old thing.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, they did. Wow. Nice. They won the standoff.
Well,
but at what cost? How'd they get all these breakers in them in? I'm paying attention. Just been ditching them. Oh,
yeah,
inject. Nice.
What are they gonna get? Imp?
That's what I'd get. Oh no, the trasher has become the trashy.
The trasher becomes the trash. Yeah, I think that it would be good if I had a mic at some point. So.
Yeah.
Deliver my input.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, another SMC. Bye-bye. Ow, 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 ow.
Ooh. That's a little scary for us. I like it. This Knobkiri Imp engine, it's a bit expensive to set up, but dang if it's not terrifying.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Lemon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ow, Balder. Ow, 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 ow. You're digging into my legs. This is weird, because...
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they can only trash one thing a turn, which is relevant. None of you can hear it, but I got some nice Pokemon music jamming to my right.
Do you want me to turn it off?
No. Don't turn it off. It's great.
Things are getting weird.
Yeah, I'm into it. That corporate town seems fun.
They're already bailing on Max. Oh no, they're just...
Oh no, they're
yeah, I'll get rid of
Max
Rebirth
forever.
so they can't use it later.
Yeah. They're permamax.
Oh, thanks for the one penny, James. Always a pleasure. All right, so let's go ahead and res Corporate Town.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on here. Anything we want to get rid of? We could get rid of the knifed.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose we should have given them the opportunity to...
They don't have a window after we rezzed.
Yeah, they do. It's the beginning of turn ability. I mean, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, because we rezzed it, and they have...
So let's put that in a new remote.
Yeah! I love this. Because they've got an imp. They're definitely checking this. I would.
Yeah, the imp knob engine is crazy.
Yeah, I like it.
Hit the snare. Hit the snare.
What did they draw? Or what did they access?
Okay, so they're running it. What do we pick?
Jake, what should we pick? 0, 1, or 2? 1. Well, he's new to side games. What can you do?
Why is 1 not good?
Oh, there's some cards where you
Oh, they saw the flare.
Oh, nice. There's some cards where Engine Techie where when they have their effect, you both either spend 0, 1, or 2 secretly.
Yeah.
And
I know.
Oh, you know those cards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you picked up Honor and Profit. Yeah. That was for a side game.
Yeah. So why did I? Why are you saying that I picked the wrong thing?
Oh, because they also picked one. It was a Psychic Field, if you remember what that one does. How many cards do they have left in their stack?
24.
That's a lot. How do they levy? Are they playing a bigger than usual deck?
I don't know. Seems that way, considering just their stack and their heap equals 51.
Bad. Yeah, so there's 2 different deck building philosophies for Max. One is play levy, and the other is just include so many cards in your deck that you never run out of them.
You can have the bad publicity. Okay, we're in a bad way here.
I agree. Yeah, this is impressive, the amount of pressure they've been able to put on us.
Well, they're max. Every card in their deck is good.
Yeah. That's not that bad. You pay 6, gain 12. That's just it's a net of 6 over 4 clicks. It's okay.
This imp's gonna destroy us.
Yeah. Along with all our hopes and dreams.
Yeah, we got a problem.
True. The Architect is certainly helpful. The Archer. We'll have to find an enabler for it, obviously, but that's certainly a nice that can give them a tough situation. Hey, maybe they'll just take the corporate town. Oh, hey, yeah. Maybe we can murder them. Probably not.
No, we're not going to be able to murder them. We got no shot.
No. I think that's probably accurate. Do you want to value punitive then? Or do you want to save it for a better opportunity? I guess they're on... Oh, value punitive is so expensive.
I think we've got it.
hedge punitive?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we do.
So.
By Jove, as they say.
We need 7, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right. Wow, we're good at Netrunner.
We're lucky at Netrunner is what we are. Rashida helps punitive decks so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, that's hard to believe that it happened. We got so lucky there. Nice.
Good game. Thanks for the game. Man, now you made me want to break out Sun and Moon.
That was Jake's fault, not mine. Oh, he said he wants to break out Sun and Moon now. Do you want to try and jam in one more game?
I do not think we're going to have... The way that this deck makes people play, I don't think we're going to be able to get a game in 13 minutes.
That makes sense.
Let's just do a little retrospective on the deck real quick.
All right, sounds good.
I don't think that's an unfair assessment.
Yeah. I like it. It's got a lot of cards that make me happy.
Yeah, Trojan Horse is surprisingly good.
We didn't play Trojan Horse.
But if we do play it, it's really funny to be like, oh, you trashed Urban Renewal? Okay. Yeah. Remove Paperclip from the game. Thanks.
That seems rude.
Yeah. I like it. One thing that I thought was weird that I noticed when I was playing this deck last night is it doesn't have a restricted card.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, it's okay. It is definitely notable.
Yeah, I do think it is a good deck building habit to, one, note you don't have a restricted card. Remember that restricted cards are very powerful, and that's why they're restricted, so that if you're not playing any restricted card, you should ask yourself why. But two, not to just force one in to your strategy just because you don't have one.
If we were going to do anything to this deck,
I
would maybe cut a single Housekeeping and a single Rashida for 2 Hunter Seekers.
You could. This deck wants a lot of money. It wants to win all the punitives. It wants to win all the Trojan Horse traces.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a terrible idea.
See, I think the deck, the Trojan Horse, is a good play here because anyone who's going to be playing against Scorpios is going to be like, you're on Hunter Seeker, so I'm going to put down Film Critic.
Right.
So Trojan Horse says, well, I get to destroy your breakers even if you don't steal agendas.
Right.
Which is it's a good play, and you don't have a lot to spend your money on in Scorpios normally. Normally, if you have a decent early game, you have like 25 credits, and you're just kind of hanging out waiting for them to hit something.
Yeah, it feels like the 2 archers and 1 corporate town are a little steep.
And the Tithoniums, they're a little hungry.
With only 2 standoffs?
Yeah, so...
Because the agenda suite is not great for sacrificing agendas.
No. I mean, I would even consider cutting a single archer just to add a 3rd standoff.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Or to add a hostile takeover just to be able to close the game more easily.
Yeah, there's certainly some games where archer's like the only thing that's actually taxing the runner.
But at least the nice thing with Tithonium is since we're usually rich, we can hard pay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Corporate Town, last night when I was playing, I got a Corporate Town rezzed, and the runner could just was on Woo and just could not get to it because of not having enough money to get through the Tithonium that was protecting it. And that was just like a misery engine because I just destroyed their back line, and there was just nothing that they could do about it.
Yeah, Corporate Town is a delightful card if you like pain and suffering. That's not yours.
Yeah. The Psychic Field's real funny if it lands, because it's just like, oh, what's in that hand? Is there something I'd like to RFG in there?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the list.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep screwing around with it. I think I'm going to actually try to put some work into Scorpios for regionals testing, because I think it's quite strong, and I think it's especially really strong against middle strength players.
Yeah. I do think all the influence you're spending on your ice could be redistributed, so the world's your oyster in terms of messing around with Scorpios.
Yeah, I mean, Flare is real funny. If it lands, it's going to be like a nightmare because then you have just like your pick of the litter of things you'd like to trash.
Oh yeah.
Played License Acquisition? That sounds
like a combo. Yeah.
Well, because License Acquisition says res ignoring all costs, right?
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, and then if they trash it, you can install a new one with your License Acquisition.
But yeah.
And res it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Housekeeping, like I said, is the original card that I was excited about when Scorpios was spoiled, so I'm glad somebody made a deck where it really leverages Housekeeping, because it really is just an oppressive card in general. And since like Max especially is on Levy, being able to remove the things that they trash for it just makes it's not going to win you the game on its own, but the mental burden of making that decision every turn is definitely going to affect the runner's play.
Yeah, I think the other thing about it is that Housekeeping is imposes card taxation on you, and
we're on CityWorks, so
yeah, exactly. I think Wayland hasn't always been able to play a very good card taxation game the way Jinpeki has once they got Avocado Protocol, or even before they got Avocado Protocol to a lesser extent. And CityWorks Project and Punitive Counter-Strike, not that Punitive Counter-Strike was not it. You couldn't play Punitive Counter-Strike. It just makes the do you have enough cards game a lot easier.
Yeah.
A lot more relevant.
Yeah. Do you know what I should bring back? I should bring back the old suits archetype where you just play every single Wayland card that has someone wearing a suit.
Yeah, absolutely. You should do that. And everybody doing this.
Yeah. That I'm so good at business, cocky business.
Wayland doesn't want you dead. They just want to build, and if you happen to be in the way, that's
they just want to build a giant underwater drill, cause a tsunami, and then also make the money off of the insurance for the tsunami, and also get the contracts to rebuild after the tsunami.
What are they supposed to do? Not rebuild?
Yeah.
Not
but
make a lot of
that's
money?
like triple dipping.
Yeah.
On a tragedy that you caused.
Yeah, well, what were they supposed to do? Just cry or make progress? Wayland. I guess the other thing with all right.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I think the other thing with Scorpios, it's a completely different archetype, but I think like the Scorpios deck that people are most afraid of is on like baddies, which sounds pretty terrifying. It's a Cobra.
James is pointing out that all the guys who do the hands behind the head thing, they're making a W with their head and their arms.
Yeah, even Keegan Lane is doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the...
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's NBN.
I think it's interesting that like we have like a very interesting scale issue with Wayland in the Netrunner lore, because like Wayland is as big as like the other three corps put together.
Oh yeah, but I think the thing is, this is my headcanon for that. Wayland's representation in the Netrunner universe is the extent to which they care.
Right.
They're like, oh, there's some people hacking us. Like, okay, all right. Like, we'll send Mr. Stone after them. Whatever. I love Elizabeth Mills, but I don't think she's the highest up in. There's a reason why
No, she's like a mid-level fixer.
Yeah, there's a reason why you get Chairman Hero, as an installable asset. You get Director Haas as an installable asset, but like the board could not be bothered. Like they're not.
James, that's such a dated reference now. Wayland's like Microsoft. I'd say they're more like Google.
Oh man, Microsoft. Yeah.
Do you remember when Microsoft, like the world of business was ending because of Microsoft's antitrust lawsuit because they had a cornered market on operating systems? Can you imagine looking at like Amazon and Google through the lens of like that period of time in the late 90s when the antitrust lawsuit happened against Microsoft?
Yeah, I don't really know the law around it that much, why those companies are not subject to that kind of thing.
After the antitrust lawsuit basically failed against Microsoft, there was a lot of money poured into
making sure that that doesn't happen again.
That didn't happen again.
Nice.
Yeah. And
all right.
Amazon and Google were very paramount in making sure that that happened, so that they wouldn't ever be pursued for antitrust law.
Nice. And plus, you know, you can always,
That's also where we got the entertainment mergers.
Right.
But yeah, anyway. Sanjay, thank you so much for hanging out. And Jake, too, up early hanging out with us. Playing the Pokemans.
Bye, Jake.
Bye.
And everybody, we're going into regionals. If you are trying to get ready for regionals, test around a little bit, figure out what you like, and start getting some practice games together, right?
Yeah.
Do the thing.
Or just goof off and show up to regionals with a deck you've barely practiced. That's what I'm going to do.
You're my hero.
I know.
But yeah, everyone, we always appreciate you taking time out of your morning to come hang out with us and play a little Netrunner. Thank you, everybody, for the follows and the subscriptions. Every little bit helps expand the channel, pay for my travel costs and things when I go to stream tournaments, and we really appreciate it. And until we see all of you again on Monday, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream this weekend because I'm going to be traveling with my family. Always be running.
Bye.